Gemini, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is your general reading. So this is a collective reading and it is actually going to be about love, work, what's going on, if you've got any obstacles, what you can lean into, and yeah, what you're going to be learning from this particular period that you're going through. So, as this is a general reading, that everything will resonate. So please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't find anything in this message for yourself, then please check your other placements where you're likely to find a message in there. Now, this is a timeless reading, but when it falls into your feed is when it's likely to be relevant for yourself. So let's get some cards for you. Okay, so in love at the minute, we have a Two of Wands in the reverse. So it's very much telling me that in love at the moment, you are potentially not in a partnership. You are in one. You don't feel like it's very successful. You could be very much waiting for something to come along and you're fed up of waiting at the moment. It does suggest that whatever's going on, it's not a very good, not so much very good, but it doesn't feel like it's successful. You don't feel like you're in a joint partnership. It doesn't feel like it's reciprocating. It doesn't feel like it's really going anywhere if you are in one. If you're not, you're just very fed up of waiting for one. It's like you put in a lot of work and a lot of effort somewhere and you're sick of waiting for it to come through. Let's get some clarification. We clarify this Two of Wands. Okay, so it looks as though you are learning something new. You potentially have some communication coming through, or you're going to be finding something out. We've got an Ace of Swords here. It could even very well be that you're cutting somebody out. The Ace of Swords is all about learning about truths and cutting things out that are no longer necessary for you. So if you are with somebody that you feel isn't a good fit, you could potentially be looking at cutting them out. If it's something where you are sick of waiting around, you could be learning something new, possibly about yourself, possibly about someone else. We do have the devil here, so it could be that if you are in a relationship, it could be a bit of a toxic one. There could be some addiction, potentially some negative behaviors that are going on. If you're not in a relationship, this could just symbolize that you have a bit of fear that you might not be getting into anything. But overall, we do have the temperance, so it does look as though you have faith that there is going to be a better way. You feel like things are going to pick up. You do have faith that you are going to get a relationship that's going to be balanced and harmonious for you. You are potentially in a lot of balance and harmony with yourself as well at the moment. So even if you're not in a relationship, you are very much knowing that you have got something better coming in for you at some point. Now with work, we have a Seven of Pentacles in the upright. So this is telling me that you've been working really, really hard. You've put in a lot of effort somewhere. Again, you had that with your Two of Wands, and you were very much waiting for the payoff. But you could be waiting that long that you are currently deciding whether to cut your losses. At the moment, you're still patiently waiting for things to improve or to pay off for you. So can we get some clarification on this, please? Okay, so interestingly, Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. This is what I mean by you're very much deciding whether or not to cut your losses. Things don't seem to be improving. We do have a Five of Pentacles in the reverse, which is telling me that you potentially feel like you're in paid as well. There is help out there though. I think it might need to be a case of you grasping it. You're not happy at work. You also don't see the help that is available. So you're very clouded at it, but you're not happy at all. You hope that things will pick up and you'll eventually see, you know, the joy will come back, but it's like the joy's been sucked out of it. And we do have a Wheel of Fortune in the reverse as well. So it does look as though you're going through a period of potential unease, a bit of unhappiness at work. You feel like it's just not going well for you. Um, Things are not moving forward very quickly at work either. You just feel like you're stuck in a rut here. Now, obstacles that you need to keep your eye out, dangers, we've got a strength card. So potentially being too independent, being very strong, being extremely, how do I put it, very independent, um, strong-willed could be a bit of a challenge. Now, this could be somebody else as well, possibly a fire sign that you need to keep an eye out for. Let's get some clarification of this. So it could very well be a person. We do have the judgment came out to start with. So it looks as though there's a decision that needs to be made with regards to a person, possibly someone from the past. It could just be that the danger is that you need to make a decision and you need to have a lot of strength, inner strength, um, with regards to making this. We do have a Nine of Wands. So letting down walls. I think this is a person. I do think this is very much a person. I think this is more of a person, potentially a fire sign, somebody that's very strong-willed, um, someone that's got a lot of confidence. We've got a Knight of Wands here too. So feel like the danger here is you letting your guard down. With Knight of Wands energy, it could be something that's very passionate, possibly someone from your past that you're deciding to reconcile with or give another chance. It looks a little bit like things are just going to be a bit of an in and an out. We do have an Eight of Wands as well, so it's possible that there's going to be some miscommunication and some arguments here. Very passionate ones, potentially. Or when I say passionate, I mean heated exchanges. There could be a lot of passion in there too. But yeah, there's definitely showing me a bit of miscommunication, possibly because of the strength of will someone's got. Hmm. Now, what power, what hidden strengths have you got? We've got the moon. So following your intuition, listening to your dreams as well. There's definitely some guides in there that are going to help. So following your intuition is going to be a big thing here. And if you are having vivid dreams, it's worth checking out any synchronicities or any symbolisms that crop up. Even if it's a random animal that you keep seeing in a dream, it could mean something for you. I used to have a dream that I was being chased by polar bears. Turned out that it was something to do with me being afraid of something. It was really weird. Don't know why I was being chased by polar bears. Then it turned into alligators. It's weird. But yeah, these things happen. Um, right, so we've got a Seven of Swords here. So making sure that you're keeping things quiet. When you're making decisions, do it on the quiet. Plot your Say plot your escape, plot whatever it is that you need to do, but keep it on the down low. Don't let people know. We also have a Six of Swords in the reverse, so make sure you take your time. Things could be turbulent, but it's fine. Just take your time, do what you need to do there. We do have a Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So this could suggest that you might not necessarily know what direction to go in, but again, use your intuition, lean into it, take your time when you're doing it. It doesn't really make much difference. You'll be absolutely fine here. Um, but yeah, just keep it quiet. And then we've got a Five of Swords as well. So walking away from conflict. The, potentially, this is going to, like I say, it looks like you're going to have a bit of conflict here. This is very much walking away from conflict, walking away from betrayal, turning your back on it because you can do a lot better. You don't need it in your life. You are strong enough to move away from it, to not have to engage with it. So very much doing that, but doing it on your own terms. And like I say, listen to your intuition quite a lot. It will help guide you massively, especially if you don't know what way to turn here. This Page of Pentacles is very much suggesting to me that you could be a little bit confused, a little bit unsure of where to go, but lean into that intuition. It won't steer you wrong. And then what wisdom are you going to learn? We've got a Ten of Swords. So the lesson here for this particular period of time is a lesson of healing, very much walking away from things that have betrayed you. Now, whether that is even self-betrayals as well, maybe you've been doing something to stab yourself in the back, like being stuck with possibly somebody that's not good for you, possibly being in a work environment that's not good for you, again, arguments, whatever it is, betrayals, you know, you've got, it looks like there could be a couple of different types of betrayals going on here. It's very much walking away from that betrayal, knowing when it is to cut your loss, when it is to walk away, is very much what is showing me here for this, for the lesson. Let's get clarification on that. Yeah. So we have a Two of Swords in the reverse. So making decisions that don't necessarily involve anyone else. You can make them quickly if you want to. If you do, make sure that you're leaning into your intuition. Make those decisions. That is very much what the High Priestess is here for, saying that you know the answers. You just need to lean into that intuition for yourself. But very much making decisions that are based on what's good for you, not necessarily considering others. So, don't necessarily worry too much about you betraying other people if you need to move out of something, because at the end of the day, there's clearly been some betrayals against you, otherwise, you wouldn't be in the position that you're in. So, doing something that is the best for you is very much part of this lesson. Like I say, if you need to make a decision in haste, following that intuition as well. We do have a Five of Wands too. So just to say that it is okay to, have that bit of conflict. Um, but you do know then when that conflict does arrive, when there is that competition, make sure that you are being a bit selfish, because at the end of the day, everybody, not everyone, but a lot of people out there are only out for themselves. And a lot of the time you find that you end up competing with very selfish people that are only out for themselves. Right, let's get you some oracles as well. Right, we've got any other messages that need to come out? Yeah, I had these two came out for your bonus reading too, so you might want to check that out. Um, so we've got ground from the root. So make sure you're feeling grounded, and intuitive journaling. Again, following your intuition. If you've got some dreams going on there, make sure that you are writing about them or looking them up, popping it down in a journal so that you don't forget, because they're showing you something. There's some definite, vivid imagery coming to you in your dreams that are trying to help guide you. They've got feather, lightness, messages, spiritual connection. So definitely some messages coming from spirit for you, from your higher self. We've got clairvoyance, insight, foresight. Again, talking about your intuition, very much tapping into your inner powers that you've got. And then we've got celestial gate, opportunities and new horizons. So there are new things that are on the horizon for you. It is unfortunately just getting through this bit of a path that you're in at the moment. Um, Check out your bonus reading because that was doing about your past, present, and your future, and it is showing in there that you are going to have a bit of well, an improvement. And it looked like at the moment you were pretty stuck in a rut. And I'll be honest, it's very much what's going on here. Like you're fed up. You're not, you're not getting the help that you need. Nothing seems to be going your way at the moment. That's very much what I'm seeing here as well. So do check that out because you might find that there's some good messages in there to go along with this. And like I say, there's definitely some improvement coming up in future for you. Let's also get you an Angel of Abundance card as well. Spirit's giving me three. So we've got release jealousy. So jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something, and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. We've got pay yourself first. Definitely goes on with this Two of Swords over here. Make yourself your most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you are paid. This loving form of self-care ensures that you'll have savings to invest in your present and your future. And then we've got take a divinely guided chance. So all positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk. If you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories, as you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar but no longer appropriate for you, you make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. So, again, talking about moving forward and leaving behind things that don't serve you anymore. Well, I hope you enjoyed this reading today, Gemini. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anyone else that needs to hear it. And if you do want to hear more from me and you haven't subscribed already, do press that subscription button. If you press the notification bell, it will let you know when I do post new content. Just to let you know as well, if you haven't noticed from last week, you did get a bonus reading. Every week we will be doing bonus readings for whoever or whichever video gets played the most for that sign for the week. Uh, so yeah, keep sharing it amongst the Geminis and you might get another bonus reading. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me and good